Well, my fellow Driftomaniacs, Rich here, and a quick look at Losi's new release, which is the Baja Rey Ford Raptor version, available in quite a nice eye-poppingly blue colour and a grey one. Now, whilst the Losi website is pretty good and shows you the details of the car, the Horizon Hobby one, however, is quite a lot better in terms of presenting the details, what you get in terms of your spec, etc. Now, first things first, guys, is this a new car by Losi? No, this is just a Baja Rey with a nice new body on it. It does have quite a nice features on here, though. Things like the blue rims and the blue anodized. So, is this a new car? No, it isn't. It's a bit like Traxxas saying, yeah, we brought out a new Slash and just put a different body on it. But noteworthy, nonetheless, because I said it is super scale, as I'll go on to show you in the video in just a minute, available in this blue and white colour and the grey and black colour scheme on here. Other than that, colour scheme, it does have things like the blue springs on the shocks, and also, speaking of those shocks, they're also anodized blue caps on them, and you've got the blue wheel rims on there as well. So I think in the flesh, which I'm hoping to see one as soon as I can get you in front of one, guys. We've got our LED light bars on there, which are absolutely brilliant. So everything else looks pretty much the same as the Baja Rey under the skin, but I have to say, the look of these things is up a different level to my mind, if anyone is familiar with these cars. I've got the Losi Super Rock Ray and the Losi DBL XLE, so I am quite a big Losi fan. They are very well put together. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, this is not comparable with something like the Traxxas UDR. But guys, just check out that price point, $429 versus the UDR at $699. Now you're thinking, oh, but Rich, the Super Baja Rey is the more comparable one with the UDR. Well, that's what I was thinking. Then just having a look at a couple of the specs on here tonight, and this might kind of make you think a little bit difference on it. Wheelbase on the Baja Rey, 14.6 inches. UDR wheelbase, 16.5. So we've got about an inch and a half difference on there. Now, the length of the UDR, 27 inches. Versus the length of the Baja Rey, 21.6. So yeah, so we've got 6 inches in there. But how much of that is on that big overhang at the back? The important bit to my mind is the wheelbase on it and the width. UDR 13.57. This is one that surprised me. Width of the Baja Rey 12.6. So it's only an inch less in width out on there. So does that difference in size qualify the UDR to cost $699 versus this at $429? Dollar for dollar, this looks like the one out of the two to get. I have to say, well, I've got a UDR that does 50 miles an hour. This thing's 50 miles an hour capable as well. Anyway, guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. So I'll throw that open to the floor. Anybody's got any comments, questions? Anybody seen one in the flesh yet? Love to hear from you, but I'm betting this is going to be super scale when we see it up close, looking at it in these photos. Speaking of photos, they've got quite a good video on here where it breaks it down into a little more detail. As I say, super scale on there to my mind. There we are, in the grey and the blue. So in my mind, it is almost like a mini. Yeah, I would say it'd be wrong to call it a mini UDR. I really don't think this thing is going to look that much smaller on the side when compared to the Traxxas UDR. But let me see if we can take mine along to the store and put it next to one so we can see in the flash. But looks pretty similar handling to what my UDR does. Anyway, guys, I'll leave you to watch that video in your own time, but do go along and check out the Horizon Hobby website. As it says, that to my mind is slightly better than the Losi one in terms of all these close-up pics. Seem a little bit better on here. We've got all things like neat touches like the scale calipers, etc. Much the way that Traxxas does with the UDR. Big difference between this and UDR. This has got 3,800 kV motor, UDR 2,200 kV motor. As I said, a lot of people will say, now Rich, you want to be comparing the Super Baja Rey with this, but it's just, I looked at that size differential there, guys, and I can't think that is this much smaller than I think. Bearing in mind, the trucks are 6 inches longer, but most of that is in that huge overhang at the back in there, which is not going to make a huge amount difference to the handling. The handling, guys, is going to be in the width and the wheelbase, and this thing ain't a lot smaller. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts on the Losi Ford Raptor Baja Rey, four-wheel drive desert truck brushless RTR, to give it its full name, on their Rise and Abbey website. Anyway, guys, I hope that was of use. Do comment away on a video, say what you think of it. Are you planning on getting one? I have to say, I am liking that price of $429. This is got $499 crossed out. $429 for this thing looks pretty good value. To my mind, you are going to need battery and charger on top of that, but then you do with the Traxxas ones. Anyway, guys, I'll throw that one up into the floor, and have a good evening. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it.